Howdy folks, happy Money Making Monday. CJ Curry here, back talking some more NBA player props. The site we're going to be taking a look at today is PrizePicks. We got two different picks lined up, but if you can't play on PrizePicks where you live, have no fear. You can definitely take these props wherever you're able to take them. That could be a sports book, a different app, etc. But first and foremost, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, please get subscribed. We just recently passed 22,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody who's joining me along this sports betting journey. And if you could do me a favor of leaving a like on today's video, I'm going to set today's like line for 199.5. I'm going to take more because, guys, we've been cooking on the videos. We're 5-0 on our last couple of videos, 3-0 in the last one alone. And, I think that you guys like what I do here. So go ahead and drop a like. All right, without further ado, let's flip over to PrizePicks. If you're not playing on PrizePicks yet, code Curry still getting you that 100% instant deposit match. So the first time that you load some money up on PrizePicks, they're going to give you $1 for every dollar that you put in, all the way up to $100 instantly, which is basically like a free entry here on PrizePicks. And so if you want to take advantage of that, I've left a special link for you down in the description of today's video. All right, we're going to stick with the big boys, the sinners, the men in the middle. Starting things off here with Jakob Poeltl of the Toronto Raptors. He's sitting at 8.5 rebounds as they go head-to-head tonight with the Indiana Pacers. Jakob Poeltl at 8.5 boards is a plus EV play, meaning positive expected value. These are the types of plays that you should be looking to choose when you're wagering anything on PrizePicks. So taking a look at where he's at today at 8.5 rebounds, you got about a 53.2, let's call it. Let's round up just a little bit. 53.2% chance that he goes over 8.5 boards going up against an Indiana Pacers team that might be a little bit tired. They're going to back-to-back. They just played yesterday. Meanwhile, Jakob Poeltl's on 2 days of rest, so he should have fresh legs, plenty of energy tonight to crash the glass. So 53.2% chance to hit, which means he's got about a 47-ish% chance not to hit. All right. So this is obviously not a 100% guarantee to hit. So bet accordingly. Make sure that you're being responsible with your bankroll and not risking too much and not nuking any of these plays. But anyway, let's move on to props.cash here. Props.cash is a great way to do some player prop research. And before you see Jakob Poeltl's game logs from this season. Now, these are games in which he's played at least 25 minutes, and I want to make sure that we notate that. If he gets 25 minutes tonight, his hit rates at 8.5 rebounds are phenomenal this season. In the games in which he's received 25 or more minutes of playing time, he's gone over 8.5 rebounds in 70% of the games in which he's appeared. That's about a 9.9 rebound per game average. So we're talking almost 10 boards per game. He's 19 out of 27 covering this prop. Now, why do I bring up the 25-minute marker? Well, because tonight, based on the projection models that I've seen, I checked 3 different projection models for Jakob Poeltl's minutes. He's projected at the very least to have about 25 to 26 minutes. Now, I've seen him higher in other places, so I'm going to set the baseline at a conservative number of 25 minutes. Hopefully, he gets at least 25 minutes in this game. Now, I'm going to remove this filter. Last 25 minutes, all right? And you look at just like the last 10 games that he's played in, he's gone over in 7 out of 10. That's a 70% hit rate. Even the last 15 aren't too shabby. He's gone over in 10 out of his last 15 games. And the last time that he faced the Indiana Pacers, well, that was back on Valentine's Day. February the 14th, he had 11 boards versus Indiana. So we know that he could absolutely get it done here in this matchup versus a tired Indiana Pacers team. So now that we know that it's a plus EV play, that the hit rates are good, let's go check out some projections. We're going to head over to RotoWire and check out the projections on RotoWire. This is one of my more favorite tools here. So if we plug in Jakob Poeltl's name and we go down here and open up his rebound projection, you can see he's projected for 9.7 boards. So that's looking pretty darn good. We'll show you one more projection. This one's going to be a different projection website, different projection model. This one's Action Labs. So we punch in Poeltl's name there, and you see a nice projection once again of 9.7 boards. So they got him going closer to 10 rebounds than 8 rebounds. As long as he's got 9 or more, though, we should be in good shape. So for me, Jakob Poeltl would absolutely be a more option. Now, this second guy, I had his points and rebounds loaded up. But before we talk about that, guys, I want to mention my Dub Club. If you guys are looking for a good community full of positive people who are just trying to help each other win each and every day, sharing their favorite picks, plays, parlays, stats, and information across different sports and different channels, we got you covered right here. The Dub Club's only 67 cents per day. We get you started with a 3-day free trial. So go ahead and click the link that I've got pinned down to the comment section. And for example, this is one of the winning entries that I sent out to Dub Club community members. If Kevin Durant goes under 6 free throws instead of tying, we end up with a 25x, but we'll take the 10x. We turned $40 into $400. So we took a 10x payout on our risk of $40. So if you're looking for winning picks, plays, and parlays, we got you covered. Think about joining the Dub Club. All right, let's talk about Domantas Sabonis. He's at 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And I think that this line might just be a little bit too high because we talked about Tyrese Halliburton and the Indiana Pacers being on a back-to-back. Well, so is Domantas Sabonis and the Sacramento Kings, and he's taking on the Miami Heat tonight. And so Domantas Sabonis might be just a little bit tired. Let's go take a look and see if this is a plus EV play. Of course it is if I'm talking about it. You can see that at 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists, a little over a 53% chance to go under. Now, I initially played his points and rebounds under, but that had already been bumped down. So we're going to pivot over to the points, rebounds, and assists. This is still a very fine play. You could already see a site like FanDuel Sportsbook. They got him at 43.5 PRA, meaning their lines makers think that 43 to 44 points, rebounds, and assists is where Sabonis will land tonight. Both 43 and 44 obviously less than 44.5, so taking the under at 44.5 seems to make a lot of sense. Now we go over here and we take a look at the game logs this season. At 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists, he's only gone over this number in about he's gone over this number at about 36% of the games in which he's played, meaning he's gone under at about 64%. Again, I look for props that are hitting at about a 60% hit rate or better. They're hard to find, but you can find them if you dig around deep enough. So as far as this being a good play for an under, yeah, anything that's over a 60% hit rate for him going under, I'm all on board with that. But where things get spicier, juicier, and even more appealing is when you click on the 0 days rest filter here on props.cash. Now, when we do that, he's only got one game in which he has gone over 44.5 points, rebounds, and assists on a back-to-back, and that was against the Orlando Magic back on January 3rd. Outside of that, he's done a really poor job in back-to-back situations of going over 44.5 PRA. In fact, he's only done it once out of 8 back-to-back games in which he's played in. That's a 13% hit rate, and he's averaging just under 36 points, rebounds, and assists in those back-to-back contests. And we don't have to go, too deep in here as far as, getting into the details about the Miami Heat's defense against centers. Obviously, they got Bam Adebayo, one of the best defensive centers in the league. So if you go all the way down here to the bottom, you see that Miami's given up just 19.3 points, only 14 rebounds, and about 2 assists per game to opposing centers. They're one of the toughest defensive teams against opposing fives. All right, so we know that the matchup's going to probably be a difficult one, especially against Sabonis when he's not at 100% coming off of a grueling game last night. I just don't think his legs are going to be very fresh. Anyway, moving on to some projections here for Sabonis. We were going to look at the PRA first and foremost over here on RotoWire. RotoWire's got him projected for just 41 points, rebounds, and assists, which puts him well under the mark of 45 PRA. Again, if he has 45 or more PRA, he's going to cook us. But I think he's going to have less based on all the data, all the information that we're seeing here thus far. Let's check a second projection and wrap today's video up. We're going to go back over here to Fantasy Labs. Now, Fantasy Labs has him at 44.7, which is a really close, really sharp projection versus his line of 44.5. But I think with all things considered here on Domantas Sabonis, again, he played the Clippers last night. If you watch that game, it was a very physical game. He was down there banging in the paint, with Ivica Zubac. I think tonight maybe he doesn't have quite as much energy and gas in the tank. So for me, he would be a less option. I think both of these picks will end up getting bumped at some point. But what do you guys think? You liking the picks? You hating the picks? Can we keep our streak of 5-0 going over the last couple of videos? Hopefully tonight we can build on that 5-0 hot streak and go 7-0 on these picks. Leave a comment down in the comment section below. I'm happy to answer any questions, comments, or concerns you may have. Good luck today. Hopefully it's a profitable money-making Monday on this small 4-game NBA slate. We'll catch you in the very next video. Peace.